All right, next up, let's keep it going from Chattanooga, John Michael Bond.
I don't know how to follow that set. I think it was better in the original German, but you know who I hate? People who have had a hard time in American history. Those fucking Indians probably should have hooked it a little harder. Shit. And as one of the retards, quote unquote, who likes country music's like chubby bearded comics. Most of them suck, but occasionally. Jesus, that was, I'm trying not to be angry. That was just like, there's funny and there's racist and, it's cool. I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to be a dick to you, I apologize. I got into a fight with a lady recently, not like fisticuffs, but words. She was wearing a shirt that said, "Well-behaved women seldom make history, Marilyn Monroe." And it drove me insane because Marilyn Monroe didn't say that. Eleanor Roosevelt said that. And I don't think she would have been saying or wearing that t-shirt if Eleanor Roosevelt was the person on the shirt, you know? There aren't a lot of girls out there who are getting like Eleanor Roosevelt's signature right above their vagina, you know? Juicy in the back, history in the front. It doesn't happen. She was like, "Well, why do I fucking care? It's still a good quote." I'm like, because you changed the entire meaning of that. And you gave unintentional irony to what you're talking about. You shouldn't, like, take a slogan and then attribute it to someone that makes it kind of sad. You know, well-behaved women do seldom make history. They also seldom die of pill overdoses. That's, you know, it would be just as out of line if I started selling a t-shirt that said, "There's no such thing as too much fan interaction, John Lennon." That would just be shitty. I don't know. I'm not a curmudgeon though. I like I like people. I actually like more people. I used to hate babies. Now I love babies. My wife's not pregnant, thank God. But I do. I genuinely like babies. I think babies they're untapped potential, you know? Those are brand new people. You can create a president or a serial killer with very small changes. Baby Einsteins are not having an ashtray. You can make something. That was sad. I'm sorry. And I've got friends that are like, "Fuck babies. I hate babies. Babies are shitty because babies cry." If you don't like a baby because babies cry, you're kind of an asshole. If you drink too much tequila the next morning, you will probably be crying. But 9 months ago, that could breathe underwater. Let him cry for a couple months, all right? He went from Isaac Asimov to Nancy Grace in one move. That's sad. That's an existential crisis. Let him cry for like fucking 16 years. I don't like all babies. I really don't. I personally hate one kind of baby more than any other kind. I hate fat babies with a passion. And that seems irrational, but I've actually heard outside of abortion clinics that a baby has legs at 4 months, all right? That's like 5 months you could be doing water aerobics. Step it up, baby. And don't tell me like, "Well, a baby has a soft liquid spine, it can't exercise." My grandmother has a soft liquid spine. She does water aerobics. You know? And I don't want you to come out fit. I don't want it to be creepy. I don't want a baby with a six-pack, you know? Just a little ab definition so I don't feel like an asshole. I don't know. I just worry about it, man. Like, no one should ever have to go to the nursery at the hospital and like look in and look for their little son or their little daughter for the first time and be like, "Why the fuck do you have a Kool-Aid mustache?" And I feel like, you know, if you make a fat baby, that's your fault. Like, you can't be like, "Well, you know, it's genes." No. Babies are fed through a tube that goes directly into their tummy tums. If you can get essence of Big Mac through that, you have pretty much got to come to terms with the fact that you are pro-choice. You just prefer a slow diabetes-y option. I'm just saying that if my wife... I'm just saying if my wife is pregnant and there's not like any kicking about month 4, I'm not worried about a stillbirth. I'm worried about a fat baby. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how to bring a child up in this fucking world. I'm terrified of it. Like, I'm married, which means I can't get mad at her if she stops taking the pill and not telling me. Which, you know, that's not a joke. Just, that's a warning. Don't put a ring on it. Don't listen to that Beyonce whore. But, like, I I do. I envy my parents, man. They lived in a simpler world. Because I'm white. I understand that. But, like, they lived in a simpler world, you know? There were racial, not racist. Don't worry. There were still jobs available, you know? One income could feed a whole family. We let grandparents die when they were still fun. Oh yeah, no, that's not a sad joke. I'm sorry. That's a very heartbreaking joke, I guess. If you live now. Like, back in the day, like, in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, you'd go from, like, throwing the ball with your granddaddy behind a church to burying your granddaddy behind a church. And after both, there was a chicken dinner, you know? I don't know where the confluence started, but, like, now it's 5 years at nursing homes and watching a powerful, intelligent man deteriorate and just slowly die as bills pile up, you know? That, to me, seems disconcerting and sad. Like, when my granddaddy finally died, we still had a chicken dinner, but we were faking it. The skin is indeed crispy. All of the heart had been taken out of the room. I'm sorry. Don't worry. I'll like say a racial slur if you like that. Don't worry. We'll get there. I just feel like nursing homes are sad. Like, I feel like ultimately Old Yeller got a more peaceful death than my granddaddy. Like, he started foaming at the mouth. We just put a bib on him. Old Yeller at least got shot in the fucking head. They didn't make him sit in the corner for 2 years eating, like, thick nectar. Oh yeah, I'm the asshole. Right, yeah, we'll get there. I just, no, man. Going into a nursing home is like watching the last half of Aliens when they go into the sub-basement. There are just people, like, stuck to walls. And there's beeping, and there's weird smells, and everyone is begging you to kill them. Go figure. I actually had a little old lady in a wheelchair wheel herself up to me and be like, "Kill me!" No, I won't. Throw me out the window. Like, ma'am, if you fell out of your chair, you would shatter. If I threw you out the window, you would look like an expressionist painting. Just saying there has to be a better way. Man. Like, the Who lied to you. They did, okay? I don't hope I die before I get old. I hope I die before my entire social circle involves around going to funerals. Yeah. Oh, no, that's true. That was what I learned when my granddaddy died. There's a crew of about 50, 70-year-olds who all they do is go to funerals and scare the shit out of traumatized grandchildren. It's like, "Hi, little Timmy, I know that you're going through some really dark times right now. Would you like me to tell you about the first time I saw electrical lighting? I thought it was witchcraft. I threw a boiling pot of bacon grease on my mother." Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Bond. If you want to follow my ranting on Twitter, you can at Bond, John Bond. I'm trying promo.
Keep it going for John Michael Bond, everybody. Let's keep